10, 9, ignition sequence start, 6.
Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update of everything that's happening in the Rocket Pool community. My name is Attack. Today is February 14th, and yeah, we actually have a quick episode for you today, so that's nice. Okay, so first of all, we're carrying on from some of the news that came out from last week and led into yesterday about regulatory FUD and stuff. So news coming out yesterday was that Circle, the company that issues USDC, was actually the one who sounded the alarm on Paxos, the one who issues Binance's USD, saying that they told the New York financial regulator that Binance's stablecoin wasn't fully backed. So it seems like they were kind of going to the regulators about their rival. There seems like a lot of drama there. Let's have a look what it says here on CoinDesk. It says New York's top financial regulator is investigating stablecoin issuer Paxos, and according to a new report, it was rival stablecoin issuer Circle that sounded the alarm. So after the news came out yesterday that Binance USD was being phased out, it seemed like no one was kind of fighting against that decision, and it seems like that is happening because there were some irregularities in the way the coin was managed. So that the fact that it was Circle kind of makes it a little bit bullish, I think, because we're regulating ourselves, right? The crypto industry is regulating itself instead of it being pushed upon us from outside. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on in the next few days and weeks. Okay, something really great happened overnight where there was a proposal created by one of the Rocket Pool oDAO nodes, saying proposal 10, and then it says description: upgrade Rocket node staking to, and then there's a contract address over here, which is a new contract for the Rocket node staking contract. So this proposal, it was a fix for the griefing exploit. So we had the Rocket Pool team voted on it, Rocket scientists voted on it, Fizz voted on it, Blockchain Capital, FireEyes, Rocket Pool 1, Rocket Pool 2, Rocket Pool 3, Rocket Pool T, and then Anthony Sassano and Rocket Pool voted on it as well to make it 9 votes. So there was enough votes to get it passed, and then the Rocket Pool team executed the contract. So the fix has now been pushed. I think the next step is it takes 7 days. No, sorry, the vote would have been over for 7 days, but I think what happens is the next step is that the griefing exploit will be fixed. I think it's either going to happen. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure when it's going to happen. I really need to figure that out so I can give you all good information. But I think it's either going to happen like right now or in the next few days. So it shouldn't take too long for that to go through. So that's really great, that people will be able to withdraw their locked RPL and sell some if they want to, or do whatever they want with it. So really, really good stuff. Okay, next we have this update from Maverick. He says, I really didn't believe it was possible, but the latest bi-weekly is even longer than the last one. So for the last few bi-weeklies, they've been getting longer and longer every time. He says, we have also relocated its publication to Medium, which is entirely due to the better design display and nothing at all to do with my Reddit account getting shadow banned for a second time for posting too many links in the bi-weekly. Anyway, you can find the latest bi-weekly here, and then there is a link to the Medium post. It says so let's go have a look at the bi-weekly and then we can cover the rest of it. So the bi-weekly, our ETH supply has grown, annualized 138% to nearly 200,000 RETH, which is fantastic. So once Atlas goes live, we could potentially mint 400,000 RETH from existing node operators, which would be absolutely amazing. Mini pool count has grown, annualized rate of 146%, and effective RPL staked has declined from 5.8%, for an annualized decline of 150%. I don't think that's how declines work, but yeah. Anyway, it's gone down to 6.33 million, and I think. Yeah, so that's gone down. And the reason why that's gone down, of course, is as the ratio increases, then more of the RPL staked becomes ineffective and it does not count towards the effective staked amount. However, if we were to look at the actual staked amount of RPL, I can tell you that in a minute. It is actually above 8 million RPL, like we covered on the episode. 8,024,422 RPL, which is really great. Once we get to that 9 million, then we'll be at the just under 50%. So I think we should hit that in the next 6 weeks, maybe 50. Optimistically, maybe we can even go up to 60% of RPL staked, about 10 million in the period after Atlas and Shanghai. That would be amazing. And node operator count has grown 3% to 2,086, and then there's growth of 79%. And I think that number is going to shoot up a lot as well, maybe even up to 2,500. Hopefully, that would be absolutely amazing if we could get that in the next 2 months. Smart node preparation for version 1.8 is coming with new Grafana dashboard, Nimbus split, BNVC support, Lodestar. Atlas preparation also continues, and backend technology revamp that improves node and watchtower efficiency by 3 orders of magnitude, by 1000x, which is absolutely mind-blowing. R&D, Atlas studies are almost concluded. Atlas audits are almost concluded. Feedback has been triaged and resolved, ready for fix checking from consensus diligence. The current provisional launch date range is Goerli testnet next week and mainnet from late March to mid-April. I really hope we can get that number a few weeks earlier on the earlier end. That would be amazing. Not to rush or pressure the team, of course. Atlas test is underway on Zhejiang. The oDAO raised and will execute a patch to rectify the exploit. We already talked about that. And then integrations, there's Vaspa Finance, who Maverick also talked to on Twitter Spaces. Aave, Maker governance vote for the RETH stability fee was reduced by 2/3 and the debt ceiling increased, which is really good. Coinbase is now fully listed RPL, Yield Protocol integrated RETH, Silo Finance integrated RETH, and there's a whole bunch more centralized exchange listings like ChangeNow, TokPi, ZT, DigiFinance, Gardarian, and the Crypto.com app also now supports RPL. In terms of governance, it says to maximize RETH liquidity effectiveness, the Rocket Pool Incentive Management Committee has decided to redirect the Optimism grant funds from the Velodrome pool to the VAM WETH RETH volatile, from the stable to the volatile pool. Liquidity providers should review their positions accordingly. So if you are on that pool, please make sure that you are changing it up to get the best yield possible. The rocket scientists were onboarded onto the oDAO, and then we also had voting for RPIP 16, 17, and 18 was passed, which was really great. And then notable activity on the forum included GMC positions, January awards for GMC, pre-bounty thread for bountiful discussions of bounties, call for I and GMC admin feedback, and the IMC period 7 budget. And media marketing, the Rocket Pool community is hosting a workshop in Denver on the 26th of February. That's so soon now. We hosted Hexagon app, Miso Finance during community calls. DAO voted to stake a token amount of RPL. That's the MFers. So they staked some of their ETH with Rocket Pool. LEB8 profitability analysis by Dab. We covered that. Lots of influencer stuff. DeFi Dad with Jasper. Byzantine General, Small Thing, even DJ Spartan gave shout outs to Rocket Pool on Twitter. Rocket Pool hit 1 billion TVL. Media coverage included You Today commentary about whales accumulating and staking RPL, including wallets associated with crypto fund 1KX, which we covered yesterday, and similar reporting from Altcoin Buzz. CoinDesk commented on the transparency of Rocket Pool in the context of recent SEC action towards Kraken. Cointelegraph also commented on potential market share shift towards Rocket Pool, and so did Bloomberg. And then there's Luna Crash ranked RPL top altcoin. Defiant covered RPL strong performance, so did CoinDesk, and social media accounts reporting it as the strongest gainer amid wider market downturn, which was amazing to see. That was beautiful to experience. Other noteworthy analysis included, and then there's some Twitter links. Langers was interviewed by Blockmates, YouTube influencers, talked about potential for RPL to gain market share, or Rocket Pool to gain market share. And then there's Index Corp posted Langers, CoinDesk covered self-governance vote. Langers joined the ETH Staker community call about withdrawals, and even Coin Bureau, which is one of the biggest, that's not mentioned here, but of course Coin Bureau talked about Rocket Pool as well. So yeah, there was a whole lot of stuff going on the last couple of weeks, and as always, the protocol is thriving and it's looking really, really good. So let's move on from that now. So next we have this comment from Valdorf, and it's a link to the GMC nomination thread. It says, technically this thread has been open long enough to close. I'm going to give it another day or so for the last nominations. So let's have a look at the thread. And sorry if you can't see all of the screen. The link is in the description, so you can go and have a look yourself. But yeah, we talked about it before, and Carl gave, so Valdorf said that it was going to pass, which it has passed now. So we should start talking about it already. And then Carl gave some of his ideas of what kind of person he wants on the GMC. D2 nominated Fornax. Carl nominated Encryptix, Don Chaka, and Schifrin. Schifrin accepted. RPL Maxi nominated himself. RPL Maxi's been doing some amazing work recently, helping with rocket fuel. I'm so happy about that. So yeah, that's really cool. Dondo's been doing some great work as well. Fornax accepts the nomination. Underwood nominated themselves. Entripix accepted the nomination. And then Object nominated 3 people. Kevster, because they came closest to getting a seat in the last election. Epinef, because they closely followed and participated in the first grants round here in the forum. And Anisoptera, she doesn't have an account in the forum yet, who is a new but very active member of the Discord. So I think she has the potential to become a GMC member. So it's really cool that, GMC members are getting involved here, nominating people and putting their, sending their support out into the community. I would have nominated Schifrin definitely myself if Carl hadn't got there before me. So that's really cool. I'm really happy about this. We'll definitely be talking about all those people when they release their identity statements in the next few days. Okay, next we have this pDAO treasury report from Vaka. It says, hello Rocket Pool. If you need an intro to how the pDAO works, check this post. And then there's supposed to be a link for a post there, but I don't think there's a link. It says this period, the IMC and GMC received 5,354 RPL and 3,212 RPL from inflation respectively. This period also saw the first reserve disbursement to GMC. It has received 17,680 RPL and will receive the same amount next month. The pDAO Reserve Fund received 2,141 RPL this period. Our pDAO Reserve Fund balance is now 30,229 RPL, which is a very nice amount. You can keep up with pDAO Treasury and with the following spreadsheets, and then there's links to spreadsheets there, which is really cool. Actually, I was mistaken. The link that Vaka mentioned earlier did actually work. So sorry about that, Vaka. Yeah, so it's all good. Check out those numbers if you have any questions, but thank you for the update. Okay, next we got something exciting about Denver here. So Maverick says, hello ETH Denver volunteers, of which I'm a member. It's been a long time coming, but the first cut of the ETH Denver volunteer roster is out. With a massive turnout, everyone has been rostered for one single slot for now, meaning there will be at least 4 or 5 volunteers plus team members at the booth. With more than half of all volunteers willing to do a second or third or more shift, we will keep things agile and put out a call for backup by the Discord role ping as and when is needed during any peak periods. But you are also, of course, welcome to come and say hi anytime. This flexibility extends to the rostering itself, and we can make changes at any time. So please let me know if you prefer a different slot for any reason. I'm expecting a few changes over the coming days, so the roster may be refined as we go along. The exact times for each slot may also change, but the start is likely to remain at 8 a.m. and I'm anticipating mornings to be the busiest period. Further information will be provided closer to the event, but for now it would be great if all volunteers could check 3 things, please, and DM if there are any issues. 1, that you have a valid ticket and intend to be at the event. That's a check for me. Your rostered slot suits your travel plans. Yes, that's fine for me. It doesn't conflict with other ETH Denver plans you might have, including the night before morning slots. No, that's fine for me. Any other requirements, and you have the ETH Denver volunteers role in Discord. And I think I have that. It says and then let's have a look at the latest roster version. So here we have that. And there's a whole bunch of really familiar names here. Like, I'm not going to pick out individual names because there's basically anyone who's anyone is on this list. And it's going to be really exciting to be with people at the thing. So I have a morning at 8 a.m. slot, and I will be sharing that with Aesthete and Rocknet and Hank and Sneaky Ninja Guy, which I think is a really cool all-star lineup. I'm really excited about that. But of course, like I said, I'll be not officially volunteering, but definitely stopping by and saying hi a bunch of times, pretty much the whole time at the booth. So I'm really, really excited about that. And Kevster says, can we stay for other shifts as well? And Ken says, yeah, I think they might have to pry Whack away from the booth. He's even bringing photo headshots to sign his autograph to. I'm not doing that, but I will have a You Met Whack POAP. So I expect to give out quite a few of those, hopefully. And yeah, Maverick says, for sure you can stay for other shifts. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting. There's a lot of really nice things happening. And yeah, I'm happy that Sneaky and I will be on. Wo had the same idea as me. He says, I put all the shifts up on ETH Denver calendar. Let me know if you want to get added. I will need email addresses you're comfortable sharing. So there's a calendar, you can put it on your calendar and see who else you're sharing that with. So that's nice. All the shifts are there. So it's really cool. I think this can be really amazing. I think somewhere Maverick said that people from some other project were talking about how they had 8 volunteers. The Rocket Pool booth had over 50 volunteers, I think. So the community is, as always, passionate and engaged, and it's really, really amazing to see that. Okay, next we have a little thing leading up from yesterday's rocket build workshop. Sneaky says Fornax, Staker and RP team just placed the orders for 2 sticker designs, quantity 100 for each design. Both are 3x3 inch die cut vinyl in super matte finish. Renders for each are attached. I plan to bring these to Rocket Builders Workshop on February 26th for distribution to workshop attendees. Estimated time of arrival on delivery is February 17th. I'll confirm once I have them in hand. It says the company's pre-press team reached out to me about the thin orange circles and stated that they removed it. And if the intention is to have an orange circle around the outside, it needs to be at least 0.1 inches thick in the design graphic. I approved them just to remove the thin orange circle from the production print, and now I'm wondering if maybe it was intended to be the cut line. So if you have a look, the ETH Denver limited edition, and then Rocket Pool, there's a printout. I definitely want one of those. Sneaky, better save one for me. And then there's the printout of the POAP, Rocket Builders Workshop, Denver, Feb 26th, which is really beautiful, like that great POAP that was voted in. So yeah. And just as an aside, Shifrin here says, I just got my You Have Met POAP submitted and approved. Reminder, there's a template that Shifrin built. I need to submit mine and get that approved as well. I actually have a whole bunch of POAP things I need to catch up on. So I'll set some time aside and do that. Okay, and next, finally, the reason why this is last and not earlier up in the episode is because I'm kind of missing some information. So when I get more information, I'll definitely feature it again. But here we have Joe saying, Fornax, it's time. And then he says we're getting new dashboards. So that's really exciting. As like some of you know, we use Grafana, and Grafana shows you what's happening with your node and all the cool stuff like that. And that Fornax has been for a while, had a pull request on GitHub about new pull request, merge request. I don't know how these things terminology, but that was ready for a while. But I think Joe has finally gotten that added. So Fornax says I am ready, and then we have this new metrics number 88 by Zero Fornax was merged. So merged is the right language. So it's really great that that's going to be coming up in 1.8. Yeah, it's really exciting. So on that note, I'm going to finish the episode today. Thank you once again for all the community members who make this possible. Let me actually show you a quick look of the leaderboard rankings at the moment. Sorry, they're right here. RPL Maxi shared them. So we have Sneaky number 1 with 24 submissions, RPL Maxi number 2 with 15, Jasper and Mambo-san with 13, then Shifrin, Trevoren, and a whole bunch of others. So right now we've had 39 people who have contributed, and it's been featured in an episode. We've had 45 people who've contributed in total to making Rocket Fuel possible, and for that I am extremely grateful and so happy that we have this. So on that positive note, I'm going to end this episode. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I'm going to go out and enjoy the sunshine. So I'll see you all soon. Bye.